Hello, familia. Hello. Welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you're new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. And come visit me on TikTok and Instagram because I'm there daily. And of course, welcome back to my oldies but goodies. I just washed my hair because we're gonna do a makeup and hair to get ready because I am getting ready. I'm out of breath. Oh my god, why am I out of breath? So you guys wanted to see the matte look I created when I reviewed the Summer Fridays lip oil on YouTube Shorts, and then I did the Elf, these lip swatches. It was an all matte look. That day I didn't even film, I didn't go out, I didn't do anything, and the makeup was so good. It's technically an all matte look, and it is inspired by my friend Vandana. I met her on TikTok. She's a TikToker. She does great freaking makeup, and she sticks to a lot of matte and no wing liner. That's what we're gonna do today. Shout out to her because I watched her do her makeup and I'm like, I'm inspired. I want to do it. This is not how she does her eyebrows, but that day I changed up my brows. I went back to this. You guys know how much I love this. This is my jam. So we're about to start. Got to be glue. I'm gonna saturate all of this product here on my brows. I'm gonna really get in here. And the way I really like for this to work is you're gonna leave it like this for about 10 seconds. We're gonna comb up and really just start combing. You want to work a little quickly because this dries quick. Oh my god, it's drying. This is where I'm just pressing down, making sure all these hairs are gonna be placed exactly where I want them. This already dried, so we're gonna, let me move and then go like this. Changed up my lighting today. Shout out to Christina. She's here on YouTube. Today we talked and she was schooling me on some lighting and I changed it up. Can you tell the difference? I can tell like it's a subtle difference, but I like it. I likes a lot. Brows are looking like brows. I really like this because I'm pressing these literally right on my face. Something about got to be, especially when I haven't done my brows like this in a while. It's been maybe like close to a month. I'm like, wait, they kind of slay. They're exactly where I want them. I got some of this micellar water because we're working with straight up glue. You want to get rid of any product that's like right here. Let's actually put this hair up. I love me my NYX. So we're going to fill in all the sparse areas. You can really see all the sparseness on my brows because everything's nice and flat. You can really see what's happening here. I'll have everything linked down below for you and tagged. You'll see it here on the screen. Okay. My brows typically take me the longest. It usually takes me like 10-15 minutes. Then I'm gonna get my Rare Beauty, and lately what I've been doing is not elongating them right now. I do it at the end because my brows are so light. I like to add this pencil. It makes them a little bit darker. You see the difference? It's not a big difference. It's very subtle. This is just a cleanup. I've been mixing L'Oreal and Tarte lately. L'Oreal's really light. Tarte is like a little too deep for the cleanup. I want to highlight it brow bone, but not too highlighted. It's like an in-between. So I'm gonna lean back, get very close to the brows, making sure I'm not touching the concealer with my brows with the product on, you know? I like to wait maybe like 10 seconds, give it a little look-see. When you lean back, you can see, you see how this one's arched up and this one is round? I'm about to fix that. This is gonna make your eyebrows look super neat. Clean off any excess product. Again, we're going to make sure we don't touch our brows, just blend down. Fill in all this area so I don't have this arched brow. We're gonna make it more on the round side. Brows are done. We're gonna start with the skin first. That's exactly how I did it. So we're gonna prime with Cali Ray. Primer takes a little bit to dry down, so we're gonna let it dry down. Oh, I got my nails done. It's in the vlog. Oh, you'll see the event I'm going to. The vlog is gonna go up first. You're gonna see the event I'm going to today. It's with Urban Decay and Amazon Music. You already saw it. You already saw it. Some Elf Grip. This one we're gonna concentrate it here. Press in. Gripping primers work when you press it in. That's where you get that sticky effect. Perimeter of the face. You know, I like to double prime. You know me. You know me. You know I'm a mixer. I'm trying to really remember. Oh no, I didn't use this. I used this. Duh. I remember I went this motion because a little bit kind of goes a long way, but we went like that. I let this sit. I spread it out. Skin, no lie, was skinning, okay? Straight up. The only thing is this is not quite my shade. It's a little too red, but it's close enough. I would say 220. if you're my complexion. I'm gonna bring it down the neck a little bit. I told you guys about what's happening with my neck in the video where I taught you how to do your base. I'm so happy you guys liked that video. I was so excited to do it. And here I'm just going to press, like I told you in that video. You should watch that video and then come to this one. It'll make more sense. I try to go in chronological order when I post. And really when I film, I technically do film the order I am going to post. Unless something happens, but for the most part, it's pretty chronological. This is what I'm talking about. You see the skin? That day I was just freestyling. I did want to have my eyeshadow like Vandana, but that was it. And I'm like, wait, she used like powders and stuff. So I did this motion. I did this. I think it was like this. This is the LA girl in beautiful bronze. Mainly, I really wanted my lid to get that good coloring. A little under here. I got my BK brush. This is the 112. I love that it's a tiny, tiny brush. This hair is chilling. We gotta move her to the back. Need to blend quickly because if it dries down, it could look not good. This is just gonna add warmth. We're gonna look a little harsh before we start looking well put together. I'm so serious about getting this makeup look exactly how it looks. And I'm gonna give you some daylight footage too. I want you to see. It's just gonna create a shadow. And then the nose the same. You want to just blend, blend, blend. Your eyeshadow brush you're gonna be using. This is where I start creating this base for my eyes. I don't want to bring it up high. I want to actually keep it low like this. I just got a brain fart. The saying, what's the saying? Oh, trust the process. That's what we're doing. We're gonna leave this like this. Bring this here. Are we? Ooh, girl. I didn't do this, but I'm gonna do a little bit of this primer from Alll. This is gonna help with creasing. I want to get it all here. We're gonna get our concealer, add here, clean up right here. This is the House Lab, Urban Decay. But you know I'm a mixer. I'm just gonna add like right there. Per the usual, we're gonna let it dry. Just kidding. I also cleaned this up. I remember. Yep. Now we're going to start blending with the sponge. I like to work my way from the bottom up, and then you're gonna tap to keep that concealer right where you placed it. It looks cleaner. And then again, tap, 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 tap. Gonna go back with our bronzer, tap there too. Make sure we don't lose it. Oh my god, look at these baby hairs though. Keep it like really careful where we blend and just tap, 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 tap. This look is perfect for brown eyes. When I tell you I was looking at footage and photos, luckily that day, although I didn't film this look, I filmed a lot of short form content and like different lighting and stuff. So I knew how the look looked, I guess. Is that what I'm trying to say? The point is, when I was looking at all the footage, I just saw how my eyes popped. And I think that's what you guys like the most. It looks so different because my eyes were on and popping, and I just have your typical dark brown eyes, you know? Okay, I see. You want to go back in with a little bronzer, just like I see a little bit, you can. Maybe not. I'm trying to think. I don't think I went back, but I always tell you, makeup is always a back and forth. I'm gonna get this paper towel, clean my brush, because at this point it has a good amount of product. You want to go back, make sure everything is nice and blended, because this is our base for our matte eyeshadow look. You can just do a little some blushy blush. I've been using this coral shade and just adding it like right there on top of that bronzer. Because these are creams, they're going to spread everywhere. If you want like a bit of a pinker, a peachier cheek, you just add a little more. Placement matters, but when it comes to creams, you could kind of wiggle your way around things because we're gonna set it and it all becomes a little more on the subtle side. Not that it's not important, you can finagle a little bit. I always like to add a little more concealer. Make sure you have all the crevices, everything's blended out. You know what I realized that day? I realized this a while ago, but I didn't want to accept it. Powder puffs are not made the same. Amazon powder puff is new. It is so flat. There's nothing to it versus like either this Givenchy, which I got in the powder, the setting powder, or the Makeup Forever one. That's when I first realized it has a little bit of texture here. This one's flat and this one's a little puffy. That puffiness, how is it? Chef's kiss. Because I realized that because it has this fluff, powder really sits on it well and it really gets your eye area. This works well when you wash it. It's gonna become a little bit textury, it's gonna become fluffy. But when you do this flat business, the powder kind of just slips away. It doesn't really set your makeup well. That was a harsh realization, but I got you because I'm telling you the deal. When you get powder puffs, if you get like a higher end one, the Laura Mercier, the One Size, this one, Makeup Forever, they will work very well that first time. So let's go. I'm gonna use my Maybelline powder in the shade number 2. It is a shade Fair. It's the lightest shade. See how the only reason I used this and really realized it because all of my other powder puffs were dirty and they were all soaking. So they weren't even dirty where I could have finagled and used it. So it was meant for me to learn this hack for you. Okay, we got our puff ready. You want to get really in here, get rid of all these creases. You're gonna move quickly. You're not looking down. We're gonna get in here, press, 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 and then look straight ahead. Get in there. Be gentle. I'm over here being way too harsh. I am going to bake because we're gonna do our eyeshadow. Get some Huda Beauty, a little bit, because I'm gonna go with a whole lot of powders. When I'm not filming, fam, your girl goes in. This is like how I would do makeup when I'm going out. Gonna wear it in a long time. Tap here, kind of get rid of that layer of baking right here at the bottom. Because this powder from Maybelline is so light, I don't really bake a lot, but that day I baked it for a while. Palette I used was the Natasha Denona, but I really want to use this new NARS palette. It is the Afterglow. It has the same shades I use. We're gonna use our same brush, blend it out this way. Made sure it had the shades. We're gonna use this, and then we're gonna, oh no, you know what I did? I'm all over the place. You know how I be. I did set this down with some translucent powder. Roughly, right? We get this shade right here. We already have that base, so we're just gonna go lightly. We're gonna cover this up. You guys, I'm lying. I'm gonna have to use the Natasha palette. It doesn't have the shades I need. I don't know what I was looking at when I saw this. Use this shade. We're gonna, and then I use this shade too. Then really just blend it out here. We're gonna blend all over. I'm staying inside of where I put that cream bronzer. It's gonna look harsh, but we're gonna fix it. Next up was this shade, just to add more dimension. I think I added it right here. Yeah, blend, blend, blend. I don't like this, but I know I had it. So I'm gonna set that down so it's not too intense. Oh, there we go. You see, like getting right here in the middle. So I got this brush and then a buffer brush. We're gonna grab these two shades, lining this. You're gonna have fallout here. And I just stopped it right there. And Vandana, she doesn't do wings. That's legit the hardest part for me because I'm a wing girl. So I'm gonna kind of just do this. I just need more of a, I just want the shape. It's still a little weak. This buffer, we're literally buff this out and make it to where it's not harsh. It's not gonna really look like a wing. I'm gonna tap into both of these again. It was like something like this, yeah. And then here, I'm gonna go in here. You wanna get super close as possible. Because it's not a wing, you're adding dimension to your look. And now this is looking a little more like a wing. I'm gonna buff this out more. Do like this motion. I'm gonna get some more. Hold on, let me look at a picture. Oh yeah, it was a little baby wing. Looking good. So I'm gonna finish this in 3, 2, 1, done. Are we even? No, hold on. We're gonna have to bring this up. And then getting the same brush. Remember this brush? I got the purple shade and then we added right here where it's kind of gonna mesh in with that wing, a little bit of dimension. It doesn't have to be neat. That was like what I was doing this day. I was like, whatever. I was just kind of freestyling it. It looks intense. Hold on. This is when we get a clean brush. These edges, we're gonna start buffing them out. It's gonna get a little bit taller, higher, I guess. No, higher. Going to look diffused. See the difference? And then again, that day I used this brush. Okay, we're gonna diffuse this. I didn't put any product. We're just going to diffuse. Getting that cleanish brush now. This is the secret weapon, a brown eyeliner. This is L'Oreal's. And you're gonna really get in here. Don't be shy. This right here is what makes your brown eyes pop. You're gonna get the edges especially. This is called tight lining. The difference you can't really tell in studio lighting, but when I show you guys in daylight, my eyes legit look hazel. I don't got hazel eyes, okay? My dad has like hazel eyes, but they're like a dark hazel. My sister got like a green hazel. You have to really go a few times. We're gonna get some of the Huda Huda. I was not a big fan of this. I liked it. I think it worked out well, but it wasn't matte. I was just under the impression it was matte. So I'm gonna get a little bit here, work that in, pressing in. I saw V use this. I'm like, girl, let me see that. I'm like, you like this? She's like, yeah, I love it. And I was like, okay, your makeup always looks snatched. If you're using it, I'm gonna use it. It does something. I really liked how it looked on top of that matte powder I placed. Something about my blush that day in particular, I loved. It was just going through steps back and forth, back and forth. I remember just going back and forth for a while. I have here a smaller brush with the Sephora Collection contour, adding a little bit of color, a little bit. You see how that liquid brush and bronzer look good? Now with all the powders on top, it doesn't look as intense how we started off. I'm adding a little bit of contour here, just slightly. This is the start of adding color back to the face. We're going in with the bronzer. You know, MAC's been my jam. Tap, tap, tap. I'm going around here, around here. This is my favorite blush and brush. Armani number 51, Amore. I ended up just keeping it here. I just moved it here. It's looking like I want it to. And then move it here. Oh my God. Okay, I got a brush that's similar to this with this blush from Sephora Collection. It's an illuminizer. They're right here, like right there at that top. Now we're like, okay. Going back in with this brush without adding product, we're gonna really get close here in the lower lash line. Remember our buffing brush? I'm cleaning it like this. It's light brown shade. This is gonna soften up the look a little bit. We're gonna blend this out here. Connecting it here, this is gonna make this look less like a wing. We're just gonna mesh, mesh, mesh. Soften it up a little bit. Oh, I'm all like in tutorial mode. Oh, another thing I did, I remember. Not available. You can get something like a silverish shade like this. I don't know why I picked silver that day. It did something. Like we're gonna go here, blend it. We're gonna get the brush we've been using, blend it out. It's gonna create a little bit of brightness in the inner corner, but because you're gonna blend it, it won't look out of place. See, like it's, ooh, a touch. Girl, my desk, oh my God, I don't know. Ya me está dando cosa. I'm gonna use some of this One Size powder because we use that foundation that's a little bit red. Try to tone it down with the Sweet Honey powder from One Size. So we're gonna clean this up. This will also tone down the blush if it's a little much. We can add here. Girl. Okay, BRB, hold on. Let me think. Last powder. So MAC C5, start removing that. This is what settled everything down. Tapping and sweeping. At this point, everything's set. This is the point where my eyebrows, I'm gonna fix them. I'm going to just go a little longer with it. Remember that brush I used to clean up my concealer? Without adding product, we can start cleaning this too. So it just looks more cohesive slightly. You don't want to do it too much. This was my combo. The mascara you apply first will be the mascara that does the most work. Man Eater is just amazing. So you really want to get in here. Mascara, you want to work quickly because this mascara, for example, it dries pretty quick. You're gonna separate. I separate a lot because I have very fine lashes. Mascaras can get very heavy very quick. One more layer. Now on to Panorama from L'Oreal. This is just gonna be a light coat. This mascara is more on the wet side. Granted, my Tarte one is old. I think it's just dried up. But I keep forgetting to buy one. So I need to go get it because this has been my go-to. Let that dry. Okay, and then one more time with Tarte. Now we're good. Bring some Rare. Let's give it a little dry. Press this in to get my powder puff. Press. Let's get this hair done. Brought it down. This is how it looks. I washed it today. I like to use this Day Agave Heat Styling Mist. Like 2 squirts. So this is a heat protectant. I keep it at the ends of my hair. I don't put too much though because I do have fine hair and it can easily weigh my hair down. rat tail comb. We're gonna get this line straight. This is literally how I did my hair. I always use these clips because I always like to start at the bottom. The trick to getting silky straight hair, this is how I've always straightened my hair. And this is good for when you're doing it like the first round. The trick to this is having this comb here right at the root. You're following it with the iron. I typically do this about 2 times. Oh, I'm using this Revlon iron in 350 is the heat. Make sure your hair is completely dry. You don't want to be burning your hair off. The end, what I like to do is like this. Kind of turn it in. I have curtain bangs, so we're gonna leave that chunk. I think this is the last longer piece. I used to have this flat iron that I got at Sally's years ago and it was my favorite, but it had no name brand, so I stopped using it. I like my hair to go back. I don't like my hair to be in my face. You're gonna train it with the iron to go back. So you're gonna go like this, back and turn, turn, turn. Do it one more time. Kind of go like that. How it looks before and after. Lip combo. Let's use Limitless Brown from Makeup Forever. Horchata lipstick, Urban Decay. We're gonna blend this in. NYX Bangin' Bear number 2. A little blend action. I curled my lashes too. Let's give it another. I always wait for my mascara to be completely dry because the eyes are a little on the smoky side, and because I don't wear falsies, I like my lashes to really look nice and curled and as full as we can get them. Fam, this is it. I am ready to go. I love the glam. I think it came out so well, and I was able to replicate what I did. You know how sometimes, or like all the time, when you're just like doing makeup just for fun, you're not going out, you're not doing anything, and it comes out so freaking good. That was that day, but today we got it done. There's a lot of steps. I absolutely love how this glam looks. Oh, look, no patches, real skin. We're not gonna look out stylish today, no man. But this is it. Thank you so much for asking me to do this or asking questions about this look. I really loved how the makeup turned out. Shout out to my friend. Okay, familia. Oh my goodness. It looks so good. This is what I'm talking about. It's exactly how I did it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you, you know, the vibes and the views, you know? You guys, so my makeup is inspired by Miss B. We're kind of twins today. The matte eye, you know? I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me and spending a little bit every day with me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.